Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into BridgeBio, a biotech company focused on rare genetic diseases. Founded in 2015, BridgeBio already has 3 approved therapies and dozens of promising clinical programs in the pipeline. Just recently, the company reported an outstanding earnings result, well above Wall Street expectations. But interestingly, the stock hasn't reacted much yet. And now, more and more investors on X are starting to talk about it. That might mean there's an opportunity here, or at least, it's a name worth taking a closer look at. So stick around. By the end of this video, you'll understand why BridgeBio is catching attention in the biotech space. So, why might the stock price surge from here? First, BridgeBio already has a revenue-generating drug approved for ATTR-CM, a rare and progressive heart condition. ATTR-CM belongs to a larger group of diseases known as transthyretin amyloidosis, which together represent a $20 billion global market. It's not as massive as the obesity market, of course, but for a rare disease space, it's still a significant commercial opportunity. And BridgeBio is in a strong position to capture a meaningful share. Second, they move fast. The company has shown incredible speed in drug development, advancing programs from discovery to clinical trials faster than many peers. And finally, they operate with a unique strategy that allows them to pursue multiple rare disease programs across different indications. That combination, real revenue, fast execution, and a differentiated model, makes BridgeBio a very interesting name to watch. So now, let's dive a little deeper into what makes BridgeBio such a unique company. BridgeBio was founded in 2015, just 10 years ago. And what they've achieved in that time is truly remarkable. The company already has 3 FDA-approved therapies, each targeting a rare and serious condition. Among them, the most important is Attruby, also known as Acoramidis, approved for ATTR-CM, a progressive heart disease affecting more than 500,000 patients across the US and Europe. Unlike the other 2 programs, BridgeBio is commercializing this one on its own, making it a key driver of future revenue. Reaching this level, in just a decade, speaks volumes about their ability to execute. And at the center of that success is Attruby, a potential best-in-class therapy for ATTR-CM. In November 2024, BridgeBio's Attruby was approved by the FDA for the treatment of ATTR-CM, or transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy. ATTR-CM is a progressive heart condition caused by the buildup of misfolded proteins in the heart, leading to thickened heart walls and eventually, heart failure. Pfizer's Vyndaqel, approved in 2019, was the first available treatment, and remains the current standard of care. But now, Attruby is entering as a serious contender. In clinical trials, it showed strong transthyretin stabilization, the key to slowing disease progression, along with good tolerability. While more data will shape the future landscape, Attruby is aiming to become the new best-in-class option for patients with ATTR-CM. This isn't just a medical breakthrough, it's a commercial opportunity on a massive scale. The global market for transthyretin amyloidosis, including ATTR-CM, is expected to reach $15 to $20 billion at peak. And it's not just a future projection. Pfizer's Vyndaqel, the current standard of care, generated $1.5 billion in sales in the first quarter of 2025 alone. That makes it one of the highest-grossing rare disease drugs in the world. With rising disease awareness and better diagnostic tools, more patients are being identified earlier, fueling demand and opening the door for next-generation therapies like Attruby to gain market share. In the first quarter of 2025, Attruby generated $36.7 million in U.S. sales, with over 2,000 unique patient prescriptions. That's well above expectations, more than 3 times the FactSet estimate, and over 2 times what TD Cowen had forecast. Of course, that's still far behind Pfizer's $1.5 billion in quarterly sales with Vyndaqel. But Attruby was only just approved in late 2024. If this early momentum continues, it's not hard to imagine it catching up, and eventually surpassing, the current market leader. According to a market research survey conducted in August 2024, healthcare professionals with experience prescribing treatments for ATTR-CM are showing strong interest in Attruby. When asked about its potential market share in a future competitive landscape, HCPs projected that Attruby could capture 30 to 40% or more of the market. These estimates aren't just optimistic guesses, they've been adjusted based on historical data from past drug launches, making them a realistic projection of demand. One physician even described Attruby as having the best data to date on what happens in a contemporary ATTR-CM population. And when you consider that the total ATTR market is projected to reach $20 billion at peak, it's easy to see how capturing even a third of that could translate into tremendous commercial upside for BridgeBio. BridgeBio's pipeline extends well beyond Attruby, with several late-stage programs targeting underserved rare diseases. One of the most advanced is Infigratinib, now in Phase 3 for achondroplasia, a rare bone growth disorder affecting over 55,000 patients in the US and Europe. The market opportunity is estimated at more than $2 billion. There's also BBP 418, in Phase 3, targeting another rare and progressive genetic disease that affects over 7,000 people. This program also addresses a market estimated at over $1 billion. And finally, Encaleret is in Phase 2 for a rare calcium regulation disorder with more than 25,000 patients, again, with $1 billion market potential. These aren't early-stage ideas. They're advanced clinical programs with well-defined patient populations and large commercial potential. Together, they make BridgeBio one of the most exciting rare disease platforms in biotech today. Looking ahead to the second half of 2025, BridgeBio has multiple key catalysts on the horizon. First, BBP 418, a late-stage program for a form of muscular dystrophy, is expected to reach last patient, last visit and report top-line data in the coming months. Second, Encaleret, which targets calcium regulation disorders like autosomal dominant hypocalcemia, will also hit similar milestones. These readouts could significantly shape investor sentiment, especially given the size of the markets they address. And of course, we'll also be watching for updates on Infigratinib and the upcoming earnings calls as the company continues to scale its rare disease portfolio. So to wrap things up, BridgeBio isn't just a company with one promising drug. It's a fully integrated rare disease engine, built for speed, scale, and sustainability. They've already secured approval for 3 medicines, including Attruby, a potential best-in-class therapy for ATTR-CM. Meanwhile, their pipeline continues to expand, with over 2,000 patients enrolled across 30 countries and 500-plus trial sites. They've initiated more than 30 clinical trials, including multiple fully enrolled pivotal studies. Just as impressive is how efficiently they're doing it. BridgeBio has filed 19 INDs, typically in under 3 years and for less than $10 million per program, a fraction of the time and cost required by traditional biotech companies. This combination of scientific rigor, operational speed, and capital efficiency is what makes BridgeBio one of the most exciting names to watch in the rare disease space today. If you found this video insightful, make sure to subscribe. I hold a PhD in science and have over 20 years of experience working in the global pharmaceutical industry. This channel is dedicated to providing deep, science-driven insights into biotech investing, the kind you won't find from generalist analysts. Of course, this is not investment advice. Always do your own due diligence before making any decisions. But if you want a clear, science-based edge in biotech, this is the place. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.